There are crowds in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime reported, don't allow in your hands for your authority. Let it not take your life. Crime stop right here for us, in the sector to your door, whether you rich or you poor. If you see you must talk enemy, you check. You wait for safety. If you see it, don't keep it. My parts are reported. Stop the people bringing safety to your door. Stop the crime and make it peace for them before. Stop Liberia from the center to interior. People are safe, let's stop the crime for all of us. Stop the people bringing safety to your door. Stop the crime and make it peace for them before. Stop Liberia from the center to interior. People are safe, let's stop the crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stop the crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. People are safe, let's stop the crime for all of us. The people bringing safety to your door. Stop the crime and make it peace for them before. Stop Liberia, from the center to interior. People are safe, let's stop the crime for all of us. There are crowds in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime reported, don't allow in your hands for your authority. Tell you can't take your love. Crime Stopper here for us. We need safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you want talk, enemy you check. You wait for your safety. If you see a don't keep it. My part of the boy. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, keeping us safe, let's stop it crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it crime for all of us.
Randy, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop in restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Grove Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exodus Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jump until the break of dawn, Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, say we're ready to put it to each game.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you tuning in, whether you are listening to us via your receivers or watching us online. We want to welcome you to the midweek edition of the program from the Pre-News. Today is April 22 and the year stands at 2026. Wendell Nimna is my name, and I'm here with Esther Daku and Aliyu Masale. But let's cross over to Esther first. Esther, good morning.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning, Aliyu. Good morning to the rest of the people listening. It's good to be here this morning where we can all talk about different things that are happening in our country.
Aliyu Masale, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Nimna. Good morning, Esther. Good morning, Mama Liberia. Aliyu Masari from Baltimore, Maryland, USA. Glad to be here. Please give me 30 seconds. I want to take this time to wish my son a happy birthday, Aliyu Masari Jr. As you see, I'm relaxing. The man driving me this morning. Yes.
Wow. I see why you just laughing at that.
Yes. Yes, thank you.
But we also want to join you and the rest of the Masale family to wish your junior boy a happy birthday. May God,
let's see the man face now.
you know.
You already on the camera. Put the man on the camera too. Hey.
Oh, wow. The man is stiff. He can't swing it next day because he's driving. Happy birthday to your son. We want to wish you Godspeed as you celebrate your birthday today. From the Print News crew, we say happy birthday to you, Aliyu Masale Jr.
Thank you.
Okay, so folks, this morning in our studio we have with us the online version of Liberian Observer and the front page Africa newspaper. So that's what we're going to be sharing with you this morning, and we will just take few stories because we have some talking points here this morning to bring on this platform. But this story is going to be our first story. The Yeke fallout is going to be our very first story this morning. It says, okay, let me get to the caption. Dillon breaks silence, slams Calabar expulsion as unlawful, and Jala weighs legal action over alleged forgery. All right, we just said it. Yesterday we were here saying the same thing. So let's run through a few lines. A growing chorus of political leaders and legal experts in Liberia is raising alarm over what they describe as a breakdown in due process following the expulsion of former Montserrat County District 10 Representative Yeke Calabar, with Senator Abraham Darius Dillon of Montserrat County emerging as one of the most prominent voices questioning the legality of the House's as the House of Representatives decision. Calabar was expelled last Friday after the House of Representatives secured 49 signatures, the exact two-thirds majority required under the 1986 Constitution to remove a sitting lawmaker. His expulsion followed controversial remarks in which he claimed, based on his own research, that a disputed piece of land between Liberia and Guinea belongs to Guinea. The statement triggered outrage among his colleagues and prompted swift legislative action. The initial complaint against Calabar was filed by Montserrat County District 3 lawmaker Somo Moba, who described Calabar's statement as treasonous and called for a full-scale investigation by the House of Representatives. Moba argued in his complaint that Calabar's remark undermined national sovereignty and posed a threat to state stability, urging his colleagues to treat the matter with urgency. His complaint, alongside concerns raised by other officials, formed the basis for the House's subsequent actions against Calabar. The process leading to his removal, however, has been heavily criticized. The controversy deepened after reports emerged that a court had issued a prohibition on Thursday, urging the House to halt any investigation involving Calabar. Despite this, lawmakers proceeded with deliberations and ultimately voted to expel him. Adding to the confusion, the deputy chief clerk of the House stated that she had not received any official notice of the court's prohibition, raising serious questions about whether the legislative body was properly served before taking action. Amid the unfolding controversy, Senator Dillon has criticized the process, emphasizing that constitutional due process must take precedence over political considerations. Senator Dillon, a member of the Liberty Party, one of the key parties that collaborated to bring the ruling Unity Party to power in 2023, warned that the legislature risks undermining its own legitimacy if it if it fails to adhere strictly to constitutional provisions. He noted Senator Dillon stressed that while the legislature has the authority under Article 38 of the Constitution to discipline its members, such actions must carry out within the bounds of due process. He noted that the Constitution clearly mandates that all rules adopted by the legislature must conform to constitutional requirements, particularly when fundamental rights and liberties are at stake. Yeke Koluba was not accorded due process in his removal. We cannot continue this way, Senator Dillon said. Article 38 gives the legislature authority, yes, but it also places a clear limitation. It says that all rules adopted must conform to the requirements of due process laid down in the Constitution. That due process is not something each house can define arbitrarily. It is defined by the Constitution itself, and it must be respected in every instance. Senator Dillon further argued that the issue goes beyond Koluba as an individual, warning that failure to follow due process sets a dangerous precedent for all lawmakers. He maintained that disciplinary actions affecting a lawmaker liberty, rights, or status must be handled with strict adherence to constitutional safeguards, including fair hearing and respect for judicial authority. Well, we'll leave that story right there, and those were the assertions made by Montserrat County Senator Darius Dillon. We will run to one more story, and then we send controls to Esther to bring us more development from the Liberian Observer. And this story is going to be our final story. It says President Bwaka honors Director General Nelson Bienga of Center for National Documents and Records Agency. The Director General of the Center for National Documents and Records Agency, CNDRA, also known as the National Archive, D. Nelson Bienga, successfully passed the government of Liberia's 2025 Performance Management and Compliance Scorecard Assessment on Monday, April 20. In recognition of this milestone, President Joseph Nyima Bwaka honored Mr. Bienga that same day for the agency's outstanding performance. CNDRA achieved an impressive 93.3% score under the 2025 Performance Management and Compliance System, administered by the Cabinet Secretariat of the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. Launched by President Bwaka in October 2024, the PMCS promotes transparency, accountability, and results-based management across government institutions, with sanctions for those failing to meet targets. CNDRA excelled through strong leadership, teamwork, and 100% compliance in timeliness, cost, and service availability for key offerings, marriage certificates, legal instruments, and certified copies of official documents. The agency also surpassed its revenue target, hitting 101.77% of projections. This honor underscores CNDRA's efficiency and dedication to public service, placing it among top performing institutions. Mr. Bianga's leadership inspires agency progress and supports Liberia's national development agenda. The certification coincided with the 2026 presidential performance contract signing at the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex in Congo Town outside Monrovia. And renowned public servant Bianga has vowed to intensify his efforts in strengthening key institutions following a prestigious honor from President Bouaka. Speaking at the award ceremony, Mr. Bianga described the recognition as the beginning of even greater work, committing to accelerate the decentralization process to enhance government effectiveness across Liberia. I am deeply honored by this gesture from His Excellency President Bouaka, Mr. Bianga stated. It marks not an end, but the start of our collective journey to empower local governance through continued decentralization. We will not boast institutional capacity, bring services closer to communities in places like Nima County and Ganta, and ensure government initiatives truly uplift every Liberian. The pledge comes amid ongoing national discussions on devolving power from Monrovia to counties, addressing long-standing calls for labor unions and community leaders for adequate or equitable resource distribution. Mr. Bianga, known for his advocacy in public welfare and local development, highlighted recent successes in streamlining administrative processes and partnering with district officials. His renewed commitment is expected to galvanize support for President Bouaka's administration as it navigates upcoming elections and social programs. Esther, I think we can stop here and then send controls to you to bring us more development. But we have Gus, so let's give Gus the time to greet the audience. Gus, good morning. Gus, are you there? Okay, I guess the chap is not ready, so let's move on.
Yep, probably doing something in the background.
Go ahead.
Whoever posted this picture for your girl window, that person having a view once. I'm telling you. What is this? But let's jump into what we have this morning for you guys. We have lots of stories here this morning, and the top one here says Tour Defense 6.2 million transfer as national security routine. Well, let's see this story because we need to know what where. Okay. Hopefully the internet is not going to give me headache this morning.
No, the internet's super from my end. I don't know from your end how it's going to be.
Well, let's see if we have it. Okay. Tour Defense 6.2 million transfer as national security routine. Okay. And the story is just right here. Former Finance Minister Samuel Detour Jr. took the stand Monday as the defense first witness in a high-profile economic sabotage trial at Criminal Court, arguing that multi-million-dollar transfer flagged by prosecutors were lawful, routine national security expenditures authorized under Liberia's Public Financial Management Law and the National Security Reform and Intelligence Act of 2011. 12 and 4 other former senior officials stand accused of illegally transferring more than LD 1 billion and US 500,000 from Central Bank of Liberia account to Financial Intelligence Agency operational accounts in September 2023, allegedly without legislative approval or documentation. It says prosecutor says the funds were withdrawn under the pretext of joint security operations ahead of the 2023 general and presidential elections. The defendants were Councillor Nyanti Twan, former acting Justice Minister Stanley S. Ford, former FRA Director General D. Moses P. Cooper, former FIA comptroller, and Jefferson Camon, former national security advisor, face charges including economic sabotage, money laundering, theft of public funds, and criminal conspiracy. All have pleaded not guilty. On a direct examination by lead defense counsel, Chancellor Arthur Johnson twice sought to normalize large direct transfers to agencies and international partners during his training at the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. He cited three disbursements as example of standard practice tied to national priorities. National Elections Commission over US 15 million provided to fund electoral operations for the 2023 elections. War Food Program US 25 million allocated for the government of Liberia COVID-19 emergency food support initiative targeting vulnerable households during the pandemic, and United Nations Population Fund US 1 million disbursed to support the 2022 National Population and Housing Census. These were substantial allocations made routinely to support critical national programs and international partners, Twe told the court. 4 points rebuttal the indictment. Twe structured his legal defense around what he calls 6 observations drawn from the indictment, addressing 4 on Monday. He argued the charges reflect a fundamental misinterpretation of both the PFM law and the national security protocols. But let's leave you on this story. Run more stories this morning. Kakata City Lords government for US 60K budgetary support. And that's one story. And then we have Lit Dennis Estate ruling stall. That's another. And then we see the banner story here. It says Central Bank of Liberia seeks authorization to print 79 billion new bank notes. Wow. Well, let's see this story. This right here this morning. The Central Bank of Liberia, headed by its executive governor, Henry Samoa, yesterday informed the Liberian Senate that it intends to print additional LD 79 billion in new banknotes from 2026 to 2030 and is proposing an LD 2000 denomination as part of the exercise. Governor Samoa told the Senate Joint Committee on Banking and Currency, Ways, Means, Finance and Budget, Public Accounts and Audits that of the said amount, LD 14.7 billion will be printed in 2026, with the remaining LD 600 at 64.3 billion to be produced in the years that followed. The executive governor told senators the printing program is not just to add more money into the economy. The new notes will replace the old and damaged banknotes, respond to growing cash demand, and support wider monetary objectives. He put the damaged notes at 7% annually of the LD 48 billion previously printed, noting that the plan is also designed to strengthen the Liberian dollars and improve monetary policy operations. Governor Samoa asserted that the proposed LD 79 billion is not the amount initially proposed, as the initial proposed was far above 79 billion. He added that the amount proposed is an estimate from now to 2030, adding if we move to the de-dollarization regime, there will be a need for additional banknotes beyond 79 billion. The bank's proposal includes a $2,000 note, which would become Liberia's highest denomination if approved. The current highest bill is $1,000. The governor is yet to disclose the amount required to print the 79 billion towards the printing of the proposed banknotes. The proposed additional banknotes printing and the new denomination require legislative approval before the Central Bank of Liberia can proceed. The bank's last major printing and replacement cycle was authorized in 2021. However, Monserrado County Senator Abraham Dares DeLone has raised serious concerns over what he described as an unreasonably short time frame given to lawmakers to approve the printing of additional Liberian dollar banknotes, cautioning that such critical decision should not be rushed. Speaking during a public hearing, Senator DeLong questioned whether the legislature could make a sound and informed decision on monetary policy within the limited period provided. According to Senator DeLong, the legislature was granted 10 working days to consider the authorization request for printing additional currency and the passage of a supplemental budget. However, he noted that by the time the hearing was held, only 2 working days remained. Do you believe the 2 days left are sufficient for me to make that decision? DeLong asked the Central Bank of Liberia governor, expressing frustration that this was the first formal hearing to justify the request. Governor Samoa, while acknowledging the concern, declined to directly answer the question in an open session, stating that the matter carried executive implications and would be better discussed behind closed doors. His response did not sit well with the senator, who emphasized the importance of transparency in public hearings. DeLong argued that the timing raises questions about credibility of the process, especially given that lawmakers are expected to make decisions that will significantly impact the country's monetary system. During the hearing, the Central Bank of Liberia confirmed that approximately LD 48.7 billion previously printed under the past administration has been accounted for through external audits. However, the bank also disclosed that estimated 7% mutilation rate of banknotes currently in circulation, meaning the actual usable currency is low. The central bank is now requesting authorization to print an additional LD 79 billion, a move that DeLong noted will increase the total money supply beyond what it's currently accounted for. If I authorize the printing of LD 79 billion, it will be in addition to what is left. That is a serious decision, they don't emphasize. The senator also questioned the lack of clarity regarding the cost of printing the new banknotes, noting that the lawmakers were being asked to approve the measure without firm financial estimates or detailed procurement information.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what it is, my dear. But let's see 2 more stories. House removes Rep. Yeke Koluba from roster. This was posted 4 hours ago. Why y'all rushing? Yes, but let's read some lines. The House of Representatives has has entered a politically sensitive and legally consequential phase following the removal of Montserrado County District 10 Representative Yeke Koluba from its official roster. A development that now places the legislature on a strict statutory timeline to notify the National Elections Commission of a vacancy that could trigger a by-election. According to information from the House Clerk office, Rep. Koluba has been struck from the official roster and the seat has been treated as vacant. Under Liberia's new elections law, the legislature is required to formally notify the NEC within 30 days of the occurrence or declaration of a vacancy in order to initiate the legal process for a by-election. With Koluba already removed from the roster, the countdown has officially begun, leaving 26 days remaining for the House to transmit formal notification to the NEC. The commission would then be responsible for initiating the electoral process to fill the seat in accordance with the constitutional and statutory requirements. The development marks a significant escalation in a long-running political and disciplinary dispute involving the outspoken lawmaker whose turning in the House has frequently been marked by controversy, confrontation, and legal challenges. Despite the administrative action taken by the House leadership, supporters and staffers along with Rep. Koluba remain hopeful that the decision may not be final. But let's leave you here, Wendell. Let's take our final story. Billions vanish, rights suffer. What is this? Billions vanish, rights suffer. Let's just take a few lines. I'm not going to take long. It's just going to be few lines. It says the United Nations has called for stronger, more coordinated anti-corruption action in Liberia, warning that billions of dollars lost to corruption are directly undermining human rights, weakening public institutions, and deepening inequality across the country and the African continent. The call was made at the opening of a 2-day specialized training on investigation and prosecution of corruption using a human rights-based approach held in Monrovia on April 21 to the 22nd, 2026. The training is organized by the Office of the United Nations High Commission for Human Rights with official support from the European Union. The workshop brings together prosecutors, investigators, and justice sector actors as part of the broader effort to strengthen Liberia's anti-corruption framework and align enforcement with international human rights standards. Opening the training, Mr. Brady Weger, Chief of Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights at the OCHA, described corruption as a global crisis of resource diversion with direct consequences for human dignity and governance. Let's stop here when the listen controls to you because we do not have all of the time to bring all the stories we have.
Thank you there, Esther Daku, and thanks to all of you for sitting there and listening to all of the stories, trending stories in the country. We're going to take our break now, but we'll come back, get ready for our weather report. Suleiman Tunis is already here, and so when we come back after our break, we're going to run you through the weather report. And let's now take our break, and then we'll be right back. This is Freedom FM 87.9. We broadcast from the nation's capital, Monrovia.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the sort of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be saved. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to poverty, damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
Peace in Liberia. Peace in Monrovia. We want peace in Liberia.
Randy, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Grove Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exodus Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more provide, so start to talk.
Okay, folks, once again, we say a pleasant good morning to you and welcome back to the program from the Print News. We are set now to bring in our weather report man, Suleiman Tunis, to run us through the weather report for the rest of the week. So, Tunis, good morning from Liberia and welcome. Tunis, unmute yourself.
Sorry about that. Good morning, Windell. Good morning, Esther. Good morning, Gus. Good morning, Mama Liberia, my good friends. Salam alaikum. My Muslim brothers and sisters, your weatherman coming to you live from Staten Island, New York. We are here again through Radio LIB, Freedom FM 87.9, the most listened to radio station in the nation capital today, which is the 22nd of April. We got one more week to go. We'll be in the new month. But let me give you the rest of the day weather. The rest of the day, today it is 6 degrees, feels like 92. It's going to be it's very hot anyway, not a little bit. It's hot in Liberia. Even though the temperature is not going to be the sun's not going to be blazing like the other days. It's going to be mixed up cloudy and sun, all of that coming in today with a little bit of rain. If it rain, because the rain percentage is only 10%. But we're in the rainy season. Yeah, it might rain in some part of the city. It may not rain in your area. But it's going to look like it might want to rain. That's what it's going to be looking like. You got a few sun will come and go back, something like that. But the heat have not gone out yet. It's heat still in Monrovia. So prepare for that. And the heat is even in the daytime, not just the nighttime, or even in the daytime.
I can tell you about that.
Yes.
I can definitely tell you about that.
Okay.
Last night the rain was not fun, though.
Yeah.
It rained in your area?
It was seriously heavy, but it didn't bring any cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you, I said,
nothing. I was like, what?
It's not raining.
Wow. Mine was cool, though.
I opened the window. I couldn't feel a single breeze in the area.
No, mine was cool, though. Right after the rain subsided.
Weather report now, please.
Beautiful. Yeah. Go ahead.
That is his suffering also.
You must think I carry away with my weather report, please. I beg you.
Okay, Chief, go ahead. Go ahead, Chief.
I told you that we're in the rainy season already. Officially in Liberia, we're in the rainy season. Okay, it might rain Sunday, it may not rain Sunday. Don't mind the sun when it comes. But you can see, even when the sun comes, you can see the look of the sun can tell you there's a rain underneath it. Okay, that's how the sun is now in Liberia, especially this April. All right, so be well. The heat is out there. Okay, don't put too much lotion on. The lotion will even make you more uncomfortable. If you think your skin is white, when you put the lotion on, take a wet towel or a little bit of wet piece of cloth and wipe it off. Your skin will still be smooth. But if you leave it on like that and come out in that heat, you will be sorry for yourself. Trust me. Okay? I'm telling you.
You'll be shining like diamond light.
I tell you. Okay, so today the weather, like we say, is going to be, it's nice, the rain and that. Okay, so if you're working outside, you must be prepared. If you're selling, you get weather market outside there, be prepared for the rain. Get a plastic bag and put it over it at any time. Tomorrow is almost the same. Tomorrow the weather is, tomorrow you're ready because it's almost in the 95. It seems like today, but tomorrow is even worse because the sun will be blazing for tomorrow. Tomorrow the sun is all sun tomorrow, no cloud, nothing. That's it. Even though it's going to be a little bit cloudy, but the sun going to be more, and it's going to be really, really hot. You be careful. Friday, you'll get a little bit of break. Friday, you got a little bit of break. You may see more cloud than sun. The sun may not even come at all. It might be want to rain or rain that Friday. The sun, you might see the sun way in the evening hour. Way in the evening hour. That's the time you'll see the sun. So I'll give you the today, Thursday, and Friday. Tomorrow we'll give you the rest of the weekend. Thank you so much. Well, be careful. The heat is there in the day and nighttime. This you say you hear it from Freedom FM. Okay? That's it. Thank you. Back to you guys.
Thank you. Our weather report man, Solomon Tunis. The man always waking up and say, yeah, my weather report for today is set again. So, well, folks, you just heard from Tunis, the weather report. It's left for you now to, adjust yourself, because that's why the weather report is always read on this platform to, allow you listening to adjust yourself to it. All right, so our president calling us dogs now, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's hear from Aliyu Masale. Aliyu,
Yeah.
welcome back, and let's hear you. You've been there and listening to all of the stories. Let's hear from you, then we'll go back to Tunis.
Now, before Aliyu come in, I have to take my leave. When there, please give me a call after the show.
Okay, sir. All right, buddy. All right, Aliyu, are you there?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Nibna. Thank you, Esther. Okay. Yeah, I listened to all the reading. Number one, the President Yeke is going, no matter what happened. Like Daniel Sano said, the deputy or spokesperson for the government, or Yeke talk about the Lofa border issue, the situation in Lofa, so they expel him. We've been talking that Bwaka was into this and people wanted evidence, and that is it. You have a president that does not have respect for taxpayer money, your country resources. He uselessly and wastefully spending anyhow. So he using the legislature. Those people, they are rubber stamp now. They are stoogy to the executive. He can use them anyhow. So Yeke is going. But the only good thing about it, Liberians should know that we know Yeke is going, but it was done illegally and unconstitutionally, because even according to their own hostile order rule, whatsoever they call it, before you sign to remove somebody or expel them, you have to be present. Nobody will come and put your signature. That it can happen under no condition. Okay, these are some of the things. But today, even Mema Breeze Mensa, she wasn't in the country, but when they signed for her and she came today, gave you contradicting statement and support the removal of Yeke. Did you sign? How did your signature get there? And today we get another lawmaker from Bomi County District 3 saying the same thing. And wherein they're supposed to go to the Supreme Court, now they removing his name from the roster, all of these things. All this lawlessness, unconstitutional and illegal behavior of the legislature, they will carry out. It's not because, oh yeah, we get the power. It's because they are backed by what Joseph Bwaka, the executive. That's why they are doing this thing. But Yeke, history will remember you. Liberian people know who you are. You are not a better driven lawmaker than those hungry people out there that has no integrity, no moral standing. They can be used for anything, little or nothing, to destroy, undermine our democracy, our peace and stability that we fought to maintain today. But that's it, Yeke is going. This issue about printing money, the people, they are just getting ready for their 2029, election. Because Liberian people, just now when I go, I stand somewhere, I talk, oh yeah, elect me, I will do this, I will do that, I do things. Oh, Masaleki, I said the mentor, what he said he brought, nothing. But these are the money they come and print to keep. When I go and speak, oh yeah, left 50,000, left 100,000, left 50 back arrest, left 100 back arrest, over the 50 and 100,000. Those people, they know they have failed, miserably, and they continue to fail on a daily basis. And the only thing they're doing now is preparation for 2029 election. If President Bwaka stay have 4 years and he was acting Liberian people for time, he was just literally telling us that he already failed for the first 6 years, so they should give him another 6 years. So that whole printing money thing, how will you give people 10 days to make such a critical decision on printing 79 billion? Now, and I kind of small money than that you give in 10 days. They see 10 days they gave there to remove Yeke Koluba. So everything was done hastily so that the same thing they do on the printing of this money. And Dylan, no matter why you say you go or you come down, you people brought this calamity and disaster over our country. And under the watch of Joseph Yuma Bwaka, this is why the moment he took over, he started to disrespect the Constitution and the rule of law. And now the legislature, they are under him. Whatsoever he says, that's the final. Those were some of the things he spent millions of dollars to bring them back for special session. You think he will spend his money for free? No. His aims and objectives are going to be met. Number one, Yeke is gone. Number two, they will sign to it and the money will be printed. But one thing I will tell the Liberian people and that of the Unity Party, you people said, George, we have never had respect for the rule of law. What have you people done since you took over in respecting the rule of law? No, you people are worse than George. We are. Today, They respected the constitution, the rule of law. You remove Fonaki Kofa. Today, you carry on the city to remove Yeke Koluba. You're doing the city to remove people for any position. What have you changed when it comes to respecting rule of law, Bwakai? What have you done? Nothing. So far, I'll stop there for now. Maybe later on we'll go to him calling us dog. Well, I'll stop there for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Aliyu. And you know, I don't know, man, but sometimes when you wake up in the morning and you're getting yourself prepped up for work, you know, a lot of things come to your mind. You know, the way the country is proceeding. First, you have to, you know, think about your family. You know, how you're going to put food on your table, and all kinds of stuff comes to your mind. But you know, this country is actually going down because our leaders do not want to do the right thing. You cannot have a sitting president of the country referring to citizens of the country as dogs. Look, those of you who are both people, you know the statement made by the president, you know that the implication of that statement, you know what it implies. That when you're going somewhere and the dogs are barking at you, don't stop. Keep going. Because when you stop, every dog that barks at you, you're going to stop. So it means you're not going to get to where you're going. So it means that Liberian people are dogs, those ones that did not support him. So all the noise those dogs are making, let them continue to bark. When they get the only thing, must just keep moving, but let the dogs continue to bark. This man was given the privilege to serve this country.
Of course.
And now look at the statement, or look at how he's referring to Liberians, citizens of this country. Look, this old man will be remembered for too many things in our country, too many ugly things in our country. This old man will be remembered for, because you cannot speak in that form and manner as a president. Why do you think when we sit behind these microphones, we always told the audience that, look, don't use invectives. We'll not allow you to call on the radio and insult our leaders. But our very leaders are insulting us. You getting me? Our very leaders are insulting us. The president is referring to Liberians as dogs. That is the implication of that statement. Those of you who are both people, when somebody speak in that form and manner, you know exactly what the president is saying. And that's what the president said. That when the dogs are barking, you're going somewhere, the dogs are barking. Don't stop chunking or throwing stones at them, because you're not going to go. Every dog that barks, it will stop you from going.
Right.
Every dog, you know.
Right. But you know, this whole thing is not just, you know, he's not just referring to opposition, right? People in opposition. Even those of y'all who complaining about what's happening now,
Even the party people.
and you are complaining because you're seeing what's happening in the country, you are also being referred to as a dog.
As a dog.
So it's not just those in opposition.
So that's why
it's everyone who sees
Exactly.
the wrong, that these people have been violating the rules of law, and you complaining about these things. We are the ones he's talking about.
Yeah, that's why we did not even use.
Imagine-
That's why we did
are
not
not
even
dogs.
mention the opposition, because when we talk about opposition here, everybody will say that CDC. But CDC is not the only political party in opposition. There are other opposition political parties. But Liberians, there are people disenchanted youths. There are people who voted for this president and they are not happy with the way things are proceeding. So we all are dogs. That's what the president is saying. All right. So Esther, that's it all. That's it. Because we're telling you, don't insult your leaders, because it's not good to insult your leaders. But the leaders themselves are insulting us. That today now, Darius Dillon wants to speak to transparency and accountability when this very Darius Dillon man is on record for saying that he was told the former President Convoy? Was it something for a sitting lawmaker to say? I was told the president Convoy. You see, this country, I mean,
if somebody made that statement in this opposition they are in right now,
no, you go to jail. You will be arrested and
you
go
will
to jail.
go to jail for it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
The
freedom of speech in this country have been tampered with, Wendell. Seriously. Now people cannot speak their mind.
The president, Esther, is behaving like a tyrant. And that's you know, that's a tyrannical form of leadership.
Of course.
Because you, the president, I mean, all enough to have all of us as your children and grandchildren to be referring to us as dogs. You know, as dogs.
But Mr. Linden, the problem, sometimes, you know, when you are walking, going somewhere and you see dogs are biking, or sometimes it's a sound of danger ahead of you. And if you can't stop to take precaution, you are going to meet up with that danger and you don't know why.
Exactly.
So those are biking is because of your failure. They are biking. So if you were not listening to them, you want to keep walking. 2029, you will get to know that those dogs are biking and that was the danger ahead of you. You see, this is why I don't the wisdom. People claim that this man, he's a man of wisdom, he's a wise man. Whenever he speaks, you don't see any wisdom in his speeches. Only hypocrisy, deception, lies, and dehumanizing people. If you will be a president and because of your failure, your citizens are complaining and you look at them and call them dogs, that whenever you are walking and then the dogs are biking, don't pay attention to these dogs, you just have to go, or else you won't reach to where you are going. This is so sad. This is so sad for our country. And you see people are there opening their teeth and laughing with it. And it goes to every one of them. They are disenchanted youths, okay, who are all serious. So I don't know how they understand this. It almost like when he came here, President Trump said, "Oh yeah, you speak beautiful English," while the whole world was lacking at Donald Trump, and they were there spreading data to welcome him to the country because Donald Trump said he spoke beautiful English. That's what made Liberia to be the second lowest IQ country in the world. This is so sad to say, but it is why it is the way in which our people behave. You're sad over that happy when the president was dehumanizing us as dogs. Because you feel, oh yeah, when you're not alive, you will lose your job because government job is the only source of survivability for you people. That's so sad. You see, and people want to come and say, oh, the president was not saying he doesn't mean Liberians are dogs. Simple thing, when you marry not in the market, you will not buy. As simple as ABC, just say it like that.
Yeah.
But to denice us, to classify us, that's not good. And now, like you said, most of the time when people call on the radio, you cut them off. You see, but today the same president that you try to protect, people should respect him. He's a leader. He's coming back to call his citizens dogs. So that's it. And he will come and say people always using virtue, people always insulting on social media. You say one thing and then you go, you do another thing. So that's it there.
Oh man,
and like I said yesterday, I was very disappointed in him was by telling Liberians not to listen to those of us in the diaspora. We are not part of you people. We are not into the country. Really? This is grateful. You see, they see diaspora that today that got you to be president. Why is it when they
that statement is very reckless?
Very.
You know, it's totally out of place to refer to diaspora Liberians that they shouldn't say a word. They don't have a stake in this country. Do you know how much money that leave from the diaspora to come to this country? Do you know how much investment that people that are in the diaspora have in this country?
You see, that be very divisive. You don't say that. Yesterday, when they see diaspora Liberian was when they were going down on the previous administration and they were supporting you, why you couldn't tell them no, you're not part of us? You're shouldn't talking to what is happening in the country, but you still with them, you embrace them, and you lash the former administration to your government. But today, because of your promises you made, you feel you lie, and you don't want them to talk. You tell the Liberian today that we are not part of you people. We have no say into what is happening in the country. So you want to divide us. When we say Boubacar is very, very divisive, people say, oh, don't say that. And he always prefer right. You see, that's the wisdom in his speeches. People call him man of wisdom. How dare you say that as a president? So now he's trying to tell you that so you should stay away from us, we should stay away from you. But now he's coming to America again. Who are you coming to? They say Liberians. They are the one you coming to. They're the one who welcome you. But you telling people that we are not part of you people. We should stay away from what is happening in the country. And the criminal are they going to carry on now? He's coming to the country. If you want to ask any question when the president comes, right now you have to register. And you have to pay it for asking questions. So you have to register, you have to pay, you have to read your question, you send it to them, and they the one will read your question to the president. So why if you ask a question that they want the president to answer, what become of your money you paid? You see, that's Liberia for us. But President Boubacar telling us that we are not part of you people, so you shouldn't pay attention to us. That's so sad.
Thank you very much, Aliyu. Esther, let's get to the comments. Let's do the comments quickly, and then we come and take a few calls from on the show.
Okay, comment section. We have Abraham and Addison. He says, "Good afternoon, Freedom FM. I'm watching live from my residence in Belize. Thanks for the show." We have Terry F. Corner. He says, "Good morning, my Freedom FM family. I'm following from Newport Street, Central Monrovia." We have Jordan Seku V. Dole. He says, "I'm watching from Vonjama City, Lofa County, Saturday, Zonware." He says, watching from Atlanta, Georgia, USA. I don't know, that last name is so complicated. Emmanuel.
That's Saturday, Zonware, Woodaway. Yeah.
And we have Emmanuel Yancey. He says, "Good afternoon, Freedom FM. I'm following from Yekepa, Nima County." Henry Tito Trainer says, "Freedom, good morning, Freedom FM and the Radio LIB crew of Staten Island, New York City. Our weather report, man. Uncle Tunis, I'm following you up from my residence in Caldwell. Thanks for the great information to our country, Mama Liberia." Thomas Nimle, he says, "I'm watching from Freetown, Sierra Leone." We have Lucas Starr. He says, "I'm watching from Waterside, where G. Cruzo." He says,
"Hey, our old man, Dwell Cruzo. What's up?"
We have Christian Sharp. He says, "Another useless travel. Let me see any small kissy dog barking." And we have Estelle M.G. Play. She says, "Good morning. I'm watching from Barnesville Junction." Lucas Starr says, "Estelle Nwudel, good morning. Good morning to you too." Clarence Dwyer says, "Former President George Weah could have watched you die the same way your former boss, the lady Ellen watched former Chief Justice Jenkins Scott died on the dump site. George Weah is responsible for everything you're saying to Liberians today. Imagine a Joseph Boubacar whose wife was wearing lapa to serve cold water bags and is referring to Liberians as dogs. Joseph Boubacar, you could not feed yourself after 12 years of occupying the Liberian vice presidency position. Today, you are calling Liberians dogs." And Clarence again says, "A printing of the 79 billions of Liberian dollars is to prepare the Unity Party for the 2029 election. Joseph Boubacar wants to steal our election in order to continue calling Liberians dogs. But this plan is dead upon arrival because we are going to protect our votes with our bloods. You guys can go ahead and print $100 trillion. Joseph Boubacar, you would not win the next election. Old man Boubacar, you are a disgrace to your generation." Cecilia Henry says, "Greetings, Freedom FM family. I'm following live from Caldwell." Clarence again says, "Madam Katumu Boka, you listen to your husband calling Liberian dogs. I thank God you are a Liberian too. So you are a female."
Hey. Come on.
I said these comments. Well, What she says, yeah, good morning from Minnesota. We have Clarence where he says, KK and Gemma. Okay, let's
No,
skip
we got Clarence. We can reduce our show to that.
Terry Mami Fala Gondo says, good day, Wendell and Esther. This Terry Gondo from Manipolis. I like to respectfully disagree with the both of you and Abu on the president's remark. That statement was an idiomatic expression, or it can also be considered an African proverb or parable. In my opinion, the president was simply trying to say that he and his government officials should not be distracted with what critics are saying about, but they should continue on being focused by doing the Liberian people work. And the completion of your comment is not here. You are not the only person who did literature in school. We know what proverbs and parables are. But let's continue more. I think again he says, on the other hand, I didn't listen to the president's remark, but diaspora Liberians. I didn't listen to the president's remark, but diaspora Liberians. But if the but if he denigrate us, then that was unfortunate because we diaspora Liberians contribute a lot to Liberia in every aspect, especially the economy. Titus Rennie Nuch Chiple says he's following from Jacobtown. Hilton Wooded Jado says I'm watching from Greenville City, Sino County. So far, these are it.
Thank you very much. So for the remaining 20 minutes we have, we can now take calls. Those of you who are listening and want to join the conversation, call us on 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. The WhatsApp line, those of you outside Liberia, you want to join the conversation, plus 231 86 500 104 are the numbers to call. And we have a special number here for the female callers, 0770297016. Those are the numbers to call, and every caller will have 40 seconds to make your point. Let's take you as our first caller. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Amazing house with Esther and my son in the U.S. This is Edmond Carr.
Go ahead, Edmond. For you, Edmond, you have a minute.
Thank you. And I'm member of the concern Liberian for justice. And, that is quite frustrating for a president of the country to refer to Liberians as dogs. Like I was telling somebody, and he made a certain reference of people that are not here. So if the diaspora Liberian from America to Europe or anywhere, we just say, okay, we'll take our support for just 3 months. The economy of Liberia will collapse just 3 months. They just agree, all of them just reward their resources, want to family member, want to find whatsoever, Liberia economy will collapse. So I think nobody is responsible for your frustration. You can voice your anger on the Liberian people. What we are speaking of is reality. So you took the presidency, your leadership ability, it's not showing, it's not seen. All that you do is to continue to you saw Liberia. The last time the president said Liberians are backward. Okay? The last time the president said all are creating new land. Yeah, the result. They have still occupied the land, they are chasing you again. Yeah, why his statement has drawn the Liberian people too. So president don't be like that. That's what I'm talking about. Serious. What are you talking about? Okay? He said they should be focused. But before talking about them being focused, how he started his statement. I say those who are critical, they are those. And those who you want them for them to focus.
Exactly.
They should focus on their
That's what the statement implies.
Okay, that's what he said. So we are those. There is no way that you can present yourself pervert. What kind of African problem? You will laugh the best. You think about pervert. So when you telling us here that you're all way to school,
you leave my friend Terry alone, man. I beg you.
Okay, will leave. And then he said he didn't listen. He didn't listen to the statement, but yes, I want the president talk about diaspora taking or settling from there to suit your situation.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's not be serious around here, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Edmond. Let's talk to this person. I'm telling you, Edmond Kai. Let's talk to you. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much. I am Spencer Mohammed, and I come from Down Coast Unio, Moita community, and a member of Hussein Nigeria for Justice.
Go ahead, Spencer. Yes, sir.
Yesterday in my mind was very intentional of pulling Nigerian people down. The reason I people look at the kind of energy the president used. Getting out that word, people who praise that they are dogs. They bring my mind to what happened over the last 6 years, Premier. Is this the president who could not have, after 7 years, 12 years, that could not afford his own medical bill point the people door today? Is this the president who was on TV right now? That show?
You're balanced.
Sorry, hold your line for you all. Go ahead, Spencer.
Is he the president calling us down today? Look, we know that saying that says, get a man in power and you will know his real color. That's what happened to President Boakai. President Boakai, we are not dogs.
Thank you.
Those that you are going to are those who brought you. Thank you very much for employing the opportunity. Thank you, Wendell.
Thank you. And we have Terry Bondo on the line. Terry, welcome to the show. You have a minute. Tell us where you join us from this afternoon. Yeah, it's good having you, Terry.
So I was at one commenting.
Yeah, I know.
I just called to again emphasize on my comment that Esther read. First of all, thank you guys for the hard work. I follow you guys. And for the record, as a federal government, I love to follow you guys because I love to follow my story every day. I listen to different media outlets just to follow what's happening in the country because I can stay for my country. Anyway, fast forward. I don't think the president would be that, denigrating to Liberians to call them dogs. Let's be honest. I don't think he would ever do that. He may have used, maybe the word dog in Liberian culture is not a good, expression to
most especially referring to a human being as a dog.
But
yeah.
If you listen to that president, you sound like you've been doing little big jobs and fun. For me, as I said, he may have just been telling the people, look, if you're doing things, focus. Don't mind the critics. Focus on what you're doing. That's why he said if you're walking and you run at every dog, you may not reach where you're going. Meaning if you get distracted by people that are saying things or people that are calling your name, you will not focus on the ball. You gotta keep your eyes on the ball. And secondly, for the diaspora issue, and I hear my man Ed Moka trying to beat me online, he was trying to say to relax. Ed Moka, I did not listen, and I was honest. For me, I have to be balanced. Do I support the government? If the president didn't agree that diaspora Liberians, again, I would go back to listen to it. He was wrong. Because we diaspora Liberians contributed a lot to his elections, and we still contributed to Liberia in every way that we can. Help friends and families over there, but I will listen with, and so again, thank you. To you guys for the hard work. I can't be on the line too long, but we'll talk up there how you want. You know that. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you very much. He's a very long-time friend of mine, residing in the United States. It's good having you on the show this afternoon. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome. You're live on the show. Let's hear you.
Yes, this is the voice of Sabu Rasta.
Hey, Sabu Rasta, welcome to the show. Numenju Fuende. Niswanyati Kao.
But we know the decision that brought the president to the presidency, we let me tell you that only doors can make that decision. But we know how will you vote for a man? If you follow the lifestyle of President Boakai, you know you're going to be a president by this time. And I'm here. to him because I didn't get all of my brother. So see, I'm going to declare that I stole your money, we eat your money, we lavish your money, and then people look at them and bring it back to the president. So we like, you can be like them with decision.
I'm telling you.
I continue to tell you, we don't read carefully in Proverbs chapter 22, verse 8. Really carefully, we know. The Bible says, he that sowed injustice. The Bible people sow injustice, so they have to reap calamity. If you see a president, a president will be putting people down. We know we find the people in that will put them out of door. You have to be a dog like a hip people. We don't need to be able to hip people without.
Thank you, Samuel. Thank you. Let's Duarte. I think this is Duarte. Duarte, good morning or good afternoon from our end. Duarte, are you there? Yeah.
Good morning, Esther.
Yeah, welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah, so when there are things yesterday, I just kind of been watching different platforms.
Okay.
And listening to different. So I just wanted to step back. We are not dogs. To step back, the people will man us. The reason why they will man us because she's there. We who in the diaspora, they shouldn't man us. They will man us because why? We got a stake in Liberia.
Exactly.
We come to Liberia every year. We spend money in Liberia. We got investment in Liberia. I got people on payroll in Liberia, so they will mind me. If you're doing something that is not right, I will say it. Whether you like it or not, I will say it. We are not dogs. If you considering us to be dogs, therefore you yourself, I don't want to say it, but you yourself, you are one. So we are not dogs. We will say how we feel. You who said your weakness is to not see the good in people. That's what I'm saying. That's true. You cannot see the good that people do for you. Today you call the Liberian people dog. But these are the same Liberian people that transported their stuff or ticket 2,000, 1,800 to come to Liberia to run campaign for you. When you came here, these are the same dog that came together, collected money, gave it to you when you were worried of big foot. When your sleeves were falling in your palm, your trousers foot had to put rubber band only for you to hold you.
Hey,
These are the same dog.
Do I beg you, man? Our president.
These are the same dog that did that for you. But today you turn me around to call all dogs. Then people trying to justify, the president not calling, I think they calling like people dog.
Thank you.
We're not crazy people. You are an older person, you are elderly person. You're supposed to know what parable is. And you're supposed to know how to frame your parable. If you're talking to Liberian people, you can't call us dogs. You know what it is. You are tradition man.
Thank you.
You're not supposed to do that. So we are not dogs. You are the way.
Thank you, Dwedi. Thanks for your contribution. Let's talk to Masisi, the female general. Yeah, Masisi, what's up, man? How you doing?
Okay, I'm proud concerning Liberia for justice.
Okay.
I'm calling from my resident in Clarotan, the one defending Clarotan District 14.
Okay. Go ahead, ma. Let's hear you.
I'm calling you. To my daughter, Duarte, ma, thank you for that word. That's why I'm get on the group. When you understand him, I understand when capital will sue you to the court. Thank you. So, winner.
Yeah, Masisi.
I want to ask Mr. Boakai. Look, my son Masale, I want to say there.
Yeah, Masale is here. He's listening to you. Go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Hato, I thought he left for job. Look, what would you say to Mr. Boakai? I'm not blaming Boakai with them. I'm not blaming Boakai. Anything I want to say to Liberians, let him say it. Let him have a way of saying it. I'm not blaming him. 100% I'm not blaming Boakai. We look for what we problem. We look for it. We told you that man say he's living on room. Don't go for them there. Then they went for more selling color, frying color and selling water for Lapa quality. Don't go for them. Now president, vice president making 20,000 every month. Can you imagine that? I mean, for all the money in red bank. He's putting red bank. You can't get it. You can't get it. 12 years you were here. 440 drinking for years there. They see for you they're talking about America Poland get nothing to 2 years. And people have the investment in this country window. What he do? Saying he paying up and for presidency. How many of you get in the country? Show me here. Because I do I tell our pocket over the wall looking at spending all chicken. Spending all the people living as a fast president for 12 years. Packing all cars, taking bulk, woman fighter, taking for liberty. For human beings to do. Even though I have my money to it, it's like you want to for us no more. What else would I put money in your pocket? A poster was a friendly nephew today. The story of American for the Indians, and the poor guy property. No English person. I don't know if you have money today, they houses. He never had anything for himself. People provided money for him, my daughter, but they said, but if you are sewing clothes, you are selling up. What if you are sewing clothes on him? From the children here for his door, not us. Thank you, that won't pay for you, but you know for who get it. And so the jacket here they can feed. So we'll feed the fish on a bucker. We'll feed the fish on a bucker. They may not go out door here. And now you call us Scottish. It's just that. It's just that. I'm going to know where we can let me go out door. We are door.
Thank you.
But you will not get bread. We are for the head chicken. We will not get bread. But no to say, in every one loot of people that come to permanent. To get you all its benefit. He will not call you door. He will call you door. So we look for him, we get it.
Thank you, Masisi. Let's take 2 more calls and then we out of here. Ibrahim Kamara will soon be back here. Let's take this person. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Wendell.
Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome to the show, sir.
Okay. And good afternoon to Esther. So my name is Mohammed John.
Go ahead.
I joined a couple of steps on the defense. Well, you know, Mr. Parker statement, I don't want to blame Mr. Parker really.
I don't want to blame Mr. Parker, but because of people, it's our renowned people that in this country, some one here that, support them, Mr. Parker. It's not all, it's the people that support them, Mr. Parker, because Mr. Parker cannot come, people cannot support him, and then he comes to the presidency because, of what kind of how do we invest in this country. Don't get those people. If we let you said that you want to people just give you when that is over when one point by the point that when I come on problem really sorting people here and also my dinner is a figure of it. But really if you have a meaning, you who got anybody yet. And the answer is a metaphor, but they have metaphor. They have a meaning. And the meaning is the people that are engaging, that are engaging at the playing cycle. I cannot say somebody doesn't need to be the poor, but you can prove that. It's because the whole defense, something that's dying on that doesn't make sense. That's how you defend things. It's what they do. And I'm going to come on the show.
Okay.
So, I'm going to thank you,
Thank you. Let's take this person as our last caller. Hello?
Thank you very much, my dear brother winner. Thank you for and for the recognition for the public. Pocket, Robert. Let's join you this morning for our own destination.
1 minute, Poker. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you, people winner. You see, people winner, Jeremiah said it. If our president to this, the responsible president, he said it, in the campaign speaker, he said, the old age, you got severe problem. Old age, you got problem. He said it, he even mentioned a father, he said, for a father age, he was buying paper for his father. Meaning, when you are in old age, you can be at your reference desk. Now, President Parker brain is not commensurate. President Parker age is not commensurate brain. So I'm speaking, his age is not commensurate with his brain. Now, you see, everything the Parker do is nothing but reckless, ruthless, and senseless. As my woman said, there's a people look for him. Really get it. But what to the two more, knocking the two more, telling them. They don't deal with the devil, that is today, initiating breathing on your ear for the payment of your children's school fee, the payment of your children's one fee. He said no.
Okay.
More things. They said no.
Okay.
Today they are pulling conflict, fever, embarrassment, liability, and pause.
Thank you, Poga. Thank you so much, Poga Roberts, for your contribution. Because of time, we'll leave it right there. we take two more comments and then we go to Aliyu to close up. Esther, we have two more comments. Let's squeeze them in quickly.
Okay, we have Mamatason. He says Mamatason asks questions about Honorable Yaka Koluba incineration that 84-year-old Bwaka responsible for the encroachment of Guinean soldiers in our country. Why our 84-year-old Mafia Bwaka told the senators, but he has refused to tell Liberians that Liberia has lost her sovereignty, especially our land along the Makona River, including all 33 towns to Guinea. How our 84-year-old Mafia Bwaka stole the Guinean diamonds from the Makona River is the encroachment of I don't know how to get the remaining of this, Odell.
But just leave it there. Let's take the last one, then we'll go.
Okay. And we have Faith Kelvin Bapane says, good afternoon, Freedom FM. If JMB can call us dog, we will not talk now, but he will see the daylight soon. Liberians, be wise.
Thank you, Aliyu Masale. Let's get your pattern comment so we can, leave here.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Oliver. Thanks for the call us. Yes, I think tonight will be on the night speed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the percent of Bwaka. When we talk about being ungrateful, that is it. Even when you couldn't afford to pay your pool washers. And they see diaspora in Liberia, they start on school networks, they raise money, they do fundraising for you to pay your pool washers that get you where you are today. But you say we have no say. Let's get some Mohammed said, who will be in the right mind to see our man who served as that president for 12 years and 2 years, we squandered all of the opportunity we had. We stole your money, we misused it, and you vote for such a man. Something might be happening to your breed to elect such a person. The Masisi said, what guy have for himself? All the year he's paying government, 12 years as that president. What he has? Nothing. You see, they are diaspora Liberians that get assets, they get properties in our country more than you. The president said you today, you shiny. Then you want to come and they respect diaspora Liberian. God bless America, God bless that. Have a nice day.
My man, look, you made a birthday man verse and the man driving a figure talent, huh? What did you do to the boy? Are you the buying something you buy it?
You know when you have to be focused.
I know the man driving a figure talent. All right, we got to go, folks. The team will be here tonight. I'm not going to be around tonight. Somebody else will be here. So until then, do have a pleasant Wednesday in Monrovia and its environs.